we can kind of get a pretty good idea of what it looks like. Obviously, this is years and years of stuff being thrown there, but in today's video we're gonna start by taking out that panel, which I mentioned. We're gonna finish off taking out that panel because it needs to come out. I also need to clean up the transmission. I just finished uploading the other video, guys. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. But we also have to tackle this part here. But I'm gonna get the dry ice tomorrow. Hopefully get all that sorted out. I thought this car would have a plug in the middle for like the water to come out, but I guess not. But the good thing is that since it doesn't have a sunroof, nothing leaked in here, and that's pretty good. Surface rust gotta be from some dumb little stuff, but look, it actually ate that pretty good there. But it's okay, we're good to go on that part. Surface rust doesn't bother me as long as I take care of it. But that super clean is going pretty ham. I obviously have a piece of garbage light. If any companies that have a good light that I could work on my car want to sponsor me, I am all about it. But yeah, for tonight I think I'm just gonna call it, and we'll start the video early in the morning and we'll continue with you guys. Everything is pretty much out of there, gone. All right guys, we are jumping today into another video right away, early morning. So for today's video, we are gonna start by cutting the brake line. My boy Andrew, once again, shout out to him, came through with the brake line cutter. We're gonna be cutting it somewhere around here. Gonna take some of this black stuff off. I'm gonna cut somewhere around here. Took out the red cable here. I need to get a new grommet, and then hopefully today we'll finish off with the panel and cleaning some of the interior. And I want to start hitting off this today with the wire brush. Complete this off here, spray paint it, and then just tap everything that I need to tap, like close this off. Hopefully route the wire in there today. We have a little bit of work today, so I want to jump on this day early. But yeah, I want to start removing all this black stuff here and then cut it around here, which is like around where the firewall is, so I could do the Chase Bay brake line tuck. I'm gonna start hitting everything else and start working on it. Alright guys, so we're gonna have to peel a little bit more back of the black little tape that's there on it. I guess it's this thing. And I'm obviously using a razor blade. I'm gonna make a cut right here. We're gonna cut it right here because there's not enough room here to flare. So we're gonna make a cut here, and then we're just gonna kind of bend these up. But we're gonna have to cut a little bit more, and then we're gonna cut them down here just so we can have space to flare, and then just kind of make a bend in order for them to be routed up to where it's gonna go. So let's continue. Alright guys, so the first line is cut, as you guys can see, perfect with the rigid 2 cutter that came out. Pretty good. Now we just have to flare it. I have to get the flaring kit from Andrew too, which also he has it. So we're gonna cut this one around here also, and then we're just gonna bend it back up, just like how we did that one. I think that came out perfect. From there the lines go up to the booster. I gotta get this booster out of here. I saw a booster, I saw a Type R booster with a master cylinder on eBay for like $242. I think I'm gonna jump on that, but this is it right here. Let's continue. Alright guys, so both lines are cut. This one is obviously longer than that one, so I think I'm gonna I'm gonna have to either cut it or when I do the flare and see how it is, because I believe that they might be actually the same size, but since one is under the other one, I believe that's why that one looks a little bit higher. But if you really put them side by side, like right there, they're side by side and they're kind of like the same length. Actually, I might just leave them like that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll cut this one a little bit shorter, but they are cut. I'm ready to go for flaring. Open this one a little bit back up. Really got to start tackling there that rust so I could spray it down, and yeah, continue with the rest of the car, you know. All right, so we did it. We got them the same size, and we just got to clean a little bit here, but we are good to go. Cut it the same length, so now when we flare them, we should be a-okay. Alright, so I've managed to hit it with the wire brush a little bit. I'm probably going to hit it for another 10 more, 15 minutes. And then I'm just going to let the body shop handle the rest. I'm going to hit that part right there. That needs to be... But this is what you see. A little bit of the carnage from the acid of the battery. But no big deal. Spoke to the body shop. They said that everything is a-okay. So we're going to be tackling that. 10 more minutes, 10-15 more minutes of the wire brush. We should leave it pretty good. And then gonna jump inside, take out the other panel, and then start working here on the side. Hopefully get that wire removed. I know I'm kind of jumping around everywhere, but I kind of work best like that. No. Well, I'm like jumping everywhere because I want to get all the easy things out the way, and everything else should come after. Gotta clean other stuff out here. So I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna have lunch and be back in a little bit. Alright boys, so I went ahead and sprayed it. Obviously that crap is everywhere, as you guys can see, but at least that primer, it's a primer for anti-rust. I showed it to you guys. It's a rust preventive primer, but obviously that's just for the meantime until the car goes off to the body shop, and then they can fix that up, re-seam seal it, and cut everything that needs to be cut away. But at least the surface rust is pretty much clean, and everything there is pretty cleaned up. We should be good to go. So we'll move on to another part now and continue. Alright, so started to push that through. I gotta get this out of here also. Starting to push that through so I can make some room and get everything in there. I'm gonna go under the car now and remove that because the clutch master, the clutch cylinder needs to go also. Remove this. This is from the windshield washer. Let's continue. Alright boys, the harness for the headlight is officially out. I'm gonna put that, we're gonna store that away. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it here. I can close this. This is for the headlight. This is the engine harness. We're just gonna put that there. Close it. That should be it. But we go here, empty, ready to get clean. Alright guys, so the interior is officially gone. Everything is officially stripped. I don't think I'm going to remove the seat belts or the headliner. Everything here is in perfect condition. This is not like the EK headliner that sags. That sags a bit, even though it definitely needs something. There's something here to look. There's like a little hole there. Eventually the headliner is going to have to get done too. But for tomorrow, not in the video, for tomorrow, we are going to go get the dry ice. And we are going to start experimenting with it. I was thinking about doing it after the paint job, but I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. So we are going to start experimenting with it. I'm going to buy maybe a bag or two and start going over the trunk and hitting the trunk, because there's also a little bit of surface rust there. So I kind of want to give it the same treatment as the front there, the engine bay, where I scrub it down with the wire brush, and then I hit with the paint job, and I hit it with the primer. So harness is out on this side. Unfortunately, the passenger side harness is a complete kit. It's just a complete it's a complete harness from the body harness. So I'm gonna have to somehow bring down where the heater is and try to tuck that in and put that in here in order to get it out the way for when it goes to the paint job. Let's go ahead and try to remove the booster, the reservoir for the clutch, and start working a little bit on the engine. I think for the interior I'm pretty much done in here, removing everything, and that's it. That's about it. So let's continue. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you this. Look at the reservoir from the clutch. Gasket is toasted. Everything is toasted in there. So I need to definitely get all of this brand new. Probably get the S1000 one. But we are good to go on the passenger side. On the driver's side. Let me get the camera. Alright, so driver's side is completely gone. Reservoir's out. Wire harness is tucked in. Gonna hit a little bit of the super clean there just to get all that stuff cleaned out. And we are golden on this side. I just have to take out the tire tomorrow, eventually take out that brake line that's there, and that's about it. I have to bring down all this stuff once this car comes back for paint. All this stuff isn't gonna come down just because I want to do a redo on the subframe and everything else that's here, and obviously the rack needs to get redone completely, so it really doesn't matter. But as you guys can see, a little bit with the paint there.